and it also has an electronic stabilization in it. Now, electronic stabilization is really good in like very inexpensive cameras. It just makes it the footage that much better. So it takes footage that, already, the 4K is going to be okay, but what electronic stabilization does, it just makes the flight experience that much better. It's not shaking in your screen. It's not shaking all over the place when you're flying it. So all right, Dad Random here. And what I have for you today is the D65 from DEERC. When I make choices for buying a drone, I usually look for a couple of things. First of all, would I want to fly it? Is this something that I would, want to buy and fly myself? And then I look for key features, and I have choices, and usually I always choose the one with the best camera. That's like every time. It's always what camera is best, what camera is going to be the best bang for the buck. And this one happens to have something that I think all toy quadcopters that are sub 250, this is a sub 250 quad, should have. And this one has a stabilized gimbal, stabilized in the most basic way, meaning that it has at least a 2-axis gimbal. That means it rotates, moves up and down, and it also has an electronic stabilization in it. Now, electronic stabilization is really good in like very inexpensive cameras. It just makes it the footage that much better. So it takes footage that, already, the 4K is going to be okay, but what electronic stabilization does, it just makes the flight experience that much better. It's not shaking in your screen. It's not shaking all over the place when you're flying it. So, all right, so let's open it up. I just wanted you to see kind of what the box looks like when it comes open. You get a carry case, kind of a quick unboxing, even though it's already been unboxed. So the case is really nice. It's nice and small. I look at it, is it portable and small? Could I throw this in a suitcase? Yeah, it is. It actually looks nicer than some of the more expensive drone cases. I'll just put it that way. So super nice case. You get extra props. You get a USB-C to USB-C, which is nice. All of them are USB-C. The only thing you're going to have to add when you buy this is you're going to have to get a SD card. Here is the controller that I really have come to love. Most companies that provide this controller, I usually pick it first. This is a Wi-Fi drone. You can notice right away that it doesn't have a cable that connects from your phone to the controller, and that means that it's not going to fly very far. Immediately right away you know that a drone is not going to have a lot of distance capability when it doesn't have an OTG cable. Okay, that's the cable that goes from here to your phone. Right, but that's not a deal breaker. I have not ever fired this up. This is the first time I'm ever going to fly this, so bear with me. I could have some first flight issues. Most of these fly pretty much the same, so I'm hoping that we don't have any trouble there. You do have a quick start guide, and then that's what's inside the case. So you'll look at that just like that. So I'm going to put the case aside so it doesn't get in the way of our flying. The props actually come with retaining clips on them. Not really clips, but there's something that protects the props. And it does have a gimbal, cover. So here's the gimbal cover right here. So there's the drone, there's the gimbal cover. I'm going to put the gimbal cover, I always say put it in your bag, because when this thing starts up and flies, it's going to make out a lot of wind, and that wind is going to blow your gimbal cover away, and that'll be the first thing you lose. Okay, so there is an app. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh my screen, get the app going. Let's go ahead and Let's get it put in the case. This is, like I said, is really important. It just nicely stows your controller. Your controller now is a nice, safe place. It's not going to fall out. Big phones, small phones, they're all going to work really good. I've even heard people like they've recorded their voice when they fly. You know, they can record their voice. And so, all right, we're going to fire this thing up for the first time. I have never ever fired it up. Don't forget to take off this. I always put that back on. It keeps the gimbal from flopping around. So, all right, so we're going to fire it up. All right, and we're going to have to do a couple things after we, oops, there we go. There's the power button. There we go. We're on. And I'll be right back. All right, so I had to get glasses so I can see what I'm doing. We're gonna put it on the controls. And the thing we need to do first is this thing needs to be calibrated. So to put it in calibration mode, the sticks need to go, I believe, both in. There we go, we should be in calibration mode. And it usually walks you through that process. All right, Dad Random back. It's just a matter of just getting things kind of situated. I didn't do anything special that you didn't see me do before. But I do need to calibrate. So we're gonna go here, and there's our calibration screen. Looks just like that. Okay, really close right there. And we're gonna go out here where there's no metal, and we're gonna do this. And we hear the beep. And we hear the double beep. So there it is, the beep and the double beep, and we are then ready to go. All right, so let's take off. I want you to see this thing take off, and then we're gonna go through a couple of different things really quick. One is straight and level flight. I want you to see the camera. I do have an SD card in it. And then we'll look at the functions really quick, and then that's it. That's all I want to do. I just want you to see that the drone is worth buying. Okay, so I'm going to pull them straight out, and you can see that gets our. I'm going to do a manual takeoff. There we go, and right away, I'm going to go ahead and show you right. Straight and level flight looks like. You can see the gimbal working. It is quiet. Here, I'm going to go ahead and move to main camera. All right, let's get the pocket out. And we'll turn it around so you can see it. Okay, all right, let's fly. Let's go ahead and fly. Let's use one of the functions to fly. I'm gonna do a pullback, and let's record. And I should have it on. That's image. Let's change that. Allow full access. That's an image. Here, let's take an image of something worth taking an image of. Let's get up there and move the gimbal around. Wow, the gimbal works smooth. Usually these toy quadcopters, and we are the video is really good, meaning that it's nice and stable. I'm not seeing jerking around. You can't see the aircraft fly. So there it is. I'm going to take the image of that. These are really good test images. I've got a lot of reds and greens. I've got a lot of deep color. You're going to see an oversaturation too. So you might as well get used to that. Now let's go to video mode. And like I said, I am recording on the card. And let's do some discovery flight. Guess I'm not going to do my intro, but I'm noticing that we're flying smooth. Once again, drone companies, would you put the the gimbal control on the other side for me, that would be nice. She is hunting a little bit. It's probably in beginner mode, that's why. All right, that's okay. I'll get it out of beginner mode here. So I'm gonna go over here and go flight distance, get it out of beginner mode, and I just crank them all up because it's okay. Remember, this is sub 250, so we get a little bit of freedom because of that. I'm just gonna keep it in this normal mode, which seems to be usually normal mode is where the quad will fly the best in most conditions, and that's why you should always leave it in a mode that's normal. And I'm very impressed right away. I think the video quality is great. And definitely dogs can hear it, because across the way there's a dog that's barking at me. Guys, I'm very impressed. D65, DEERC. This reminds me of the flight I had with the Potenzic Atom. Remember, this is Wi-Fi, so I'm not going to get very far. I'm not going to go very much further than the park. And that's, guys, we're in, we want to make sure we keep our sight lines good. It's very easy to see, very easy to see. It is a black quad. The gray ones are tougher to see. The black ones tend to be better. Let's get a little bit of low flight. And I'm going to turn it towards me, and let's get some shots that way. There's a little wind up there. I can show you now. The best way to tell if there's wind, also a good way to test the camera, is if you look off in the distance, there, you'll notice that there's a flag out there. I usually use that flag as kind of a tool to tell me how the winds are, just like you do a windsock at a airport. But there is a little bit of this going on. Is a little bit of correction side to side going on right now, and I did calibrate it. You might want to calibrate it more than one time at first. Let's see if it settles. It is settling in, so I'm going to go sideways, and I'm going to see if I can do kind of like an orbit. So both sticks out. Both sticks out is a right orbit. And it'd be nice if I can calibrate the sticks. That would be great if I could. And I probably can by moving the mode switch down. That's second. That's 3. So I was in mode 1. So one beep is mode 1. Let's see, go up. Yeah, so pushing the wheel in makes the wheel go up. So it is moving around a little bit. Guys, it's not calm today. There's wind up there. So very good though. Guys, I'm very happy. There are some things right now that are definitely challenging me. There's some Wi-Fi in the area. That's okay. You guys are going to have Wi-Fi in the area when you fly. So just get used to it. Get used to you're living in the world of Wi-Fi. And there's people over there. They're cleaning. They're picking up trash this morning. So we're at 4 minutes in. It says status. Oh, my card need. Okay, confirm. I'm formatting my card, so I'm not getting 4K. But you are getting phone quality right now. There we go. Now, let me turn this off. Let's see, confirm commercial. We'll DL constant TF card, confirm. So I have to, I'm now doing a card format. All right, hopefully now I'm getting 4K video. There we go. So once again, I'm gonna move over. It should be saving the photos to my phone. But there we go. That's just video out there, stable video. I think it's really important to see how stable the video is. Remember, this is my focus today. I'm a video guy. I love video, and this thing is really stable, really good. Better than average for sure. Okay, better than average. As far as video quality, once again, you pay less, you get less from the camera. It's all about money when it comes to that. It does have a time-lapse feature too, so if you want to do time lapses, I don't have anything really to do a time lapse on. Here's another photograph. I don't know if it's saving it on the card, so I just want to take a couple more photos. I can do, let's see, how's our battery doing? Looks like we're about halfway, so we need to be, there we are over here. And let's go, let's, fast, okay, full speed, full speed. Let's do ground effects, full speed. And you can see the speed. Well, maybe you can't see the speed. How about we change that back to video mode? There we go. Now you can see some speed. So here we go. Speed, you can see the props are in view at that point. And oh, let's turn around. I don't like to go this way because, as you can see, that's pretty fast. And it's coming by us. It does a really nice, bank turn. Oh, good job. Nice bank turns. I like bank turns. So not bad. A little FPV action going on there. Yeah, a little bit in your face action right there with the camera. Let's see. Does it want to go down? Yeah. Let's see if it stays off the ground. There is a image sensor on the bottom. Let's see if it wants to drive into the ground. If it wants to drive into the ground. Is the kid going to crash this in the ground? And, oh, manual mode. Yes, it is. It is going down too far. So there we go. Let's put it in speed 1. But yeah, you want to probably keep it maybe 4 feet up just for safety. But it is nice. Look at that. It is flying smooth. There it is. That's the inexpensive drones tend to do that, but it does have GPS. So GPS is assisting in all of its flight characteristics today. All right. Okay, so let's move back and let's go into flight modes. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Don't want it to, it's creeping up on me. Don't creep. Remember, when you're flying it, when it's looking at you, man, I told you, if you're a beginning flyer, always point the drone away from you. Just point it away, because your natural instinct when something comes forward is to push forward, and that'll basically drive it at you, okay? So always point it away, okay? All right, so here we go. We're gonna go into some of those flight functions. It's the ensure surrounding area. What's that? That's follow. All right, okay. I think we have to do that and drop the camera down. All right, there we go. We're following me. Like that. Oh, I can put a box around myself. All right. I can put a box around it. Target lost. All right, let's get it away further. There we go. Put the box on. Oh, back. Get out of here. Stay away from me. It's creeping up on me. I don't know why it's so creepy. There we go. Let's see if it, there we go. Now it's got now it's target acquired. So it's following me in a target. There you go. Which is really good. So it's kind of like a spotlight mode. Okay. So if I go up and bring the gimbal down, it's doing what's called a spotlight mode. So it's keeping me in frame, and the drone is just moving. I think that's probably the most useful version of follow is spotlight, and the box is staying on me, so that's really good. I like that. That's excellent. So we got really good video, and the spotlight mode is actually functional. Okay, very good. Let's move out of that mode. And let's go to another mode. Let's go to that's a follow. The other drone follow is it just follows the controller. Stick it in your backpack or stick your phone in your backpack. I'm not going to do that. Let's do point of interest, height less than 15 meters. So we go up a little bit higher, and let's pull it back. That's the best image today right there. So let's go like that. Hopefully we don't hit any trees. Let's go point of it less than 15. Let's see, it's still saying we're only 7 meters. So let's go back. Here, let's go back and up to 15, 8, 9, 10. This is actually gonna clear most stuff. 13, 14, 15, right there. There we go. We're at 15 meters. Let's go there. And yeah, we want to go way out, like 30, as far back as possible. Okay, and then we'll hit that. And so we're basically getting an area shot. So let it fly, and then mess with the gimbal. Okay, mess with the gimbal. Let's see if we can. Yeah. So this is where we're getting like our own cameraman just kind of doing its own thing, and it's giving us a nice smooth pan. You know, when we do things a little bit more methodical. When machines do it, it just does it like it's been told. So that's pretty good. So guys, so far I'm really having fun with this drone. And as a user, if you get this for the right price, I would say, and I like the safety features. They're keeping me out of the trees. All right. Okay, I didn't have the video on. There we go. But we always have phone video, so that's always good. I'm running out of power too here. Let's go there. It should return to home automatically here in a second. Let's see. I think those are the big ones. That there is a vertical mode. There are gesture controls I see, and there are LUTs. So if we want to do sketch, black and white, cartoon, super and then none. There's more. There's emboss, pixelated, whatever that's for. Distorting mirror. All right, it's coming back. It's saying, hey, I'm out of battery. Hey, next time you want me to do a review, there we go. It's above me. Next time you want me to do a review, give me another battery so I can finish it. I think I got all the stuff I wanted to get though. I hope I got my video. I got my clips. Yes, you can move it while it's in return mode, but it does turn it off of return mode. Here, it's turned that back off. So now we have, guys, the functions of the touchscreen are very intuitive. Let's get it back in front of us. It's quiet, and I'm smiling. So if I'm smiling after a flight, here, let's get here, we're gonna run this thing out of batteries completely. All right, we're gonna run it out. If I'm still smiling after a flight, and the drone is still giving us some, I don't know, about 10% power. We do have a power meter, but it's not in a percentage. So, all right, Dad random, okay. I would say that's a successful test. Let's bring it in. Let's do a hand catch. I'm gonna do a hand catch. I never say for a user to do hand catches, but I always do a hand. Wow, that one surprised me. You see that? All right, and yeah, just keep that down until it dies, okay? Till the prop stops spinning. You see how I just got my hand open? I just let it fall there. And there's nothing to say you can't pull your hand away, you know? So if it doesn't feel right and you get chicken out, just pull your hand away, let it go on the ground, and nothing's hurt by that, okay? All right, there it is. Okay, let me go ahead and do a little, let's see if I can do a video selfie here. All right, I am filming myself. And f2.4, so everything's really close. 1/3 inch sensor, all right? So, let's go ahead, turn it off, just hold the power button in. I do have a power bank coming, so in the case of this little problem, I could power bank charge that. That would be pretty easy to do. And let's see, we are on the ground. Still recording, image disconnected. All right, let's turn off our, my controller's saying, hey, where's the drone? It should be off, yeah. So I'm going to head and stop recording. And then just hold the button down. Oh, no, I'm used to that being a power button. That's confusing. And we do have a picture. Well, let's go here. All right, so looking at the controller, let's go ahead and take my phone off. You can see that I'm in a good mood. Anytime I'm in a good mood when I fly, it's always a good thing for the drone, okay? Very, very good drone. So DRC, you did a great job making this. This is a great beginner drone. There's absolutely nothing about this that I'm going to complain about. A little bit of drifting, but that's what they do. You know, you get what you pay for with this. It does have a bottom sensor. I wish they would put bottom sensors on so people aren't driving them into the ground. But I think people get a false sense of security over water with those. Everything's great. You know, the controller is just like, you know, some of the, you know, the more expensive drones, you know, that have the similar type of controller. This is a really good controller design. I am always a fan when I see it show up to a review. So you guys that are selling these, keep selling them with this controller. The controller battery will last a long time. They usually have two 18650 batteries in here, which means that the controller will stay charged up for a very long time. And the I think it's just built nice. It really reminds me of the Potensic Atom. It really does. And remember, when you do put your drone back in the case, I'm keeping this little foam piece, and you just shove it right in there, just like that. I just leave the battery in there. Some people say take the batteries out, and then this slides back right up into the gimbal right like that, and that'll protect your gimbal always inside of your case. Like I said, the case is super nice. These props are, I bet you could replace these with props of another drone. They're about the same size. Maybe it'll fly better. But this already flies really good. It's quiet. And the flight time, I would say, is a little shorter than I thought it would be. That would be the only disappointment, you know. You know, 2 batteries, guys. If you're going to send me a drone, 2 batteries, please. This does offer you 2 batteries in the kit. They want you to go and sign up and register and that kind of thing. This is sub 250, so yes, you're flying under the weight, and the battery does slip in quite easy. You just pick, there it is. You can charge it outside of the drone. It does take 128-bit cards. I did finally do a. Hopefully our video quality, we have at least a sample of good video. I think we do, after I did my calibration of that. And that's about it. I can't say much more. I think I did my job as a reviewer. I did the stuff that I like drones to do, and I think it did it really well. Very impressed with that little follow spotlight thing. A lot of these drones are having that spotlight feature on there. It's just you can put your the square around an image, and it will keep the drone focused on that thing, whatever it is. It could be a vehicle. The drone is not going to move in that mode, though. It just doesn't move in that mode at all. You have to use the follow mode. That's the second one over, the follow function, and then it will do that. But not bad. Not bad for a little drone. Yeah, like I said, get it for the right price. This is about a $200 drone, right? That's the way I look at it. I buy a lot of drones, guys. I spend a lot of money on drones. I buy, guys, tens of thousands of dollars I've spent on drones. And this one is really nice. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, it's packaged well. I think companies have heard basically the cries of users. You know, I want my drone to look nice, and I want it to fly well. I want it to shoot decent images, you know, and you got that with this one. So, all right, DRC right there. Good job. Really appreciate it. They did send me this unit, and I did choose the unit that they would send me. I chose the one I thought that would bring you the best value, and the one that I thought was going to be the best drone in the field. And this one did a really good job. Love drones, and this one made me happy this morning. So if it makes me happy, I'm telling you, it's a good product. It's really good. And I'm being honest. I'm totally being honest here. So, all right, check out my bikes. Working on the bike channel still. All right, later. Bye. Dad Random.